We cover many things on TYT Sports, but it will be my very first time covering Pope Francis, great name by the way, hanging out with the Harlem Globetrotters and trying to spin the basketball on his finger. Take a look at this.
90 years old, the players gave him a jersey with his name and the number 90. The Globetrotters, who are known throughout the world for skills as entertainers, essentially made him part of the team for a day. Players taught the Pope a few moves, and he did his best to keep up.
You want to get on this side? Or
Between the laughter and joking, one of the players thanked Pope Francis for the work he does every day and jokingly told him that he could play with the jersey on.
Yes, great for you. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do.
A couple of things. I'm fighting the urge to probably name about 13 different jokes that came up in my head as he was spinning that basketball. Still partly Catholic, I don't want to annoy anyone here. But, and also the narration was god-awful. Yeah, I say god-awful with obviously the reason that the Pope was in it, but it was pretty bad narration there. But it was kind of funny. What do you guys think?
How are the Harlem Globetrotters still in existence? That's a stunning fact to me. The Globetrotters in the 70s were a very big deal. Meadowlark Lemon, Curly Neal, and who's the other big guy? They had another. Anyway, they but they were a delight, and they were on TV. They were on the Wide World of Sports all the time. They played two teams. They played the Washington Generals, I think, in the New Jersey Reds. I think.
They never lost, right?
No, they lost a couple of those games.
But they were like what, 2,000 and...
Right. They were like, 1,183 and 6. Like but occasionally, whatever.
Always covered the spread.
They generally covered. And then in the middle of the game, they'd go through these amazing things that they could do with basketballs. Then the literal skills of the NBA players got so good that guys were doing things that the Globetrotters were doing. They were doing them, in transition against actual defenders. So in a sense, I'm still. And apparently, it's like what did it say there? This is the, I don't know. What did they say?
90th year of
the 90th year of the Globetrotters, which I understand that. It was about marketing basketball and bringing basketball to places that hadn't seen it. And it was an opportunity for black guys. For a while, the Globetrotters were serious barnstormers too. I think, if I remember correctly, I used to know a lot about the Globetrotters, but this was an opportunity for a sport that was segregated for a while to have these guys play and make money doing it. So it was a good thing. It was but now I can't believe the Globetrotters get to see the Pope. It's the Globetrotters. Yes. Maybe they're much bigger around the world now than they are in the U.S. I don't know.
What happened was the Knicks were supposed to go, but the Pope said you need to win more than 15 games in a season, so he said we'll take the Harlem Globetrotters instead.
How awkward was that conversation between those four guys?
It was very awkward.
Really,
but you make a valid point that I wanted to touch on, and it's the same in all sports, is that athletes now are becoming so inconceivably athletic, technically gifted, that it's so much more exciting to watch them in action in a competitive surrounding than watch someone do tricks. So we continually go back to Ronaldo, but like he came in with this package of being the trickster, and he would do 19 step-overs and do nothing. And it was kind of interesting at first, but now everyone wants to know, how can you do that in transition? How can you do that in a competitive game? It's far more exciting for me to watch Steph Curry shoot a basketball with like minuscule amount of space and shoot a three than it is to watch someone dunk. But then again,
it's why it's exactly why the three-point contest is still a little interesting. And
yes.
The dunk contest I haven't watched in years, and I don't care. And the only thing that would be relevant is jumping over players, jumping with defenders, and then you're just risking injury, and that's insane. I mean, Blake Griffin, he didn't really jump over a car; he jumped over the hood.
Yeah.
And he didn't even totally clear it. And he could have hurt himself, and it was dumb.
It's very much like the time that on the play school net, Ben Mankiewicz jumped over a tricycle. But he jumped over the handlebars, not the seat.
Is this a true story?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. So, yeah, look, first of all, anything this Pope does is okay with me. He's poping up a storm.
Right? And he's got
How
fantastic
bad did you
name.
want to use that one?
He's poping up a storm.
I didn't.
But so this is a point that people wanted to make, is that Barack Obama is often frowned upon in the media for mixing with all the celebrities and trying to be hip and cool as much as he can in front of mainstream media. We see the Pope doing it here. Is anyone going to make a big deal about that? I personally don't have an issue with this. How else are you going to get in front of younger minds from a presidential standpoint than trying to mix it with YouTubers and stuff like that, because that's what people watch. They
I think
don't
I'm the
watch
youngest
news.
person in America who likes the Globetrotters, so I'm not entirely. But I hope they're still out there, and I hope they're still drawing audiences. Barack Obama is doing nothing that every other president has done. Nothing. And I got news for people. Barack Obama, unlike most other presidents, is a little bit hip and cool. I got news for him. For the first time in a long, Bill Clinton was also a little hip and cool.
He was.
And in his own weird way, Ronald Reagan was a little bit.
He's a movie star, right?
Yeah, right. So Ronald Reagan had a little bit of coolness. So the other guys, who am I forgetting? Oh yeah, the father and son, the Bushes. They were not cool. Not leaving politics out of it. Those guys were not cool. But so I don't know. I don't have any problem with it. This is what presidents do. They meet people and they hobnob with athletes. And Obama is a legitimate sports fan. So was Bush. Bush was a huge, George W. Bush, huge baseball fan.
Yeah, and I've got no issue with the Pope doing this. This is just another way to bring to light the magnitude that this symbol still has. Is that you can still gain some of the crowd.
It took him 8 minutes.
Yeah,
it's
spun it on his finger.
Growing up, the rabbi at my temple had a lethal 3-point shot.
I think Abe Saperstein, speaking of rabbis, is the founder of the Globetrotters, but that could be.
You're going to say the founder of the 3-point shot.
That could be a stat that is not true. That could be a piece of information that's not true.
When I'm always just taken back by your knowledge of sports, then I come into a team that's not even really a team, but I'm still just taken back by it.
But look it up.
Know these things.
It's probably not true. That's the thing.
All right. Well, before we go, Ben, hold up the peanut butter jelly sandwich. One thing. Click on the peanut butter jelly sandwich to subscribe to TYT Sports.
This is a peanut butter jelly sandwich that was not given to us. It was brought just solely for his enjoyment.
Is it good?
Nah, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no. Get that.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm
Reminds
sure.
me of the time that you ate
sure.
a bagel on. You remember the time he ate a bagel on camera when we were talking about
Well,
slave labor in the Qatar World Cup and just
And
eating a bagel?
Ben actually said this is not a topic you discuss over a bagel.
You said, first of all, what is a bagel? What, you living in Deadwood? 8. Yeah.
Great reference.
Ate a bagel.
Is that the show where they killed off the main character in the first episode? Deadwood?
Nope.
I think that's for what the flight.
Second episode? Third episode?
No, the two main characters lived throughout the whole series.
Interesting.
Great show, though.
Subscribe or something, whatever you want to do. Click on the peanut butter jelly sandwich.